All right, JV, how you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good for Monday this week.
We're back on the
Back on
schedule.
Monday. I'll apologize if my aura is off today since it's not Tuesday. This when it gets cold out, Tuesday is more of the power day for some reason.
Nice.
I don't know
Okay.
why.
Well,
I don't know.
noted.
I don't know what that means.
Just made it up on the
made
fly.
it completely up.
Well, dude, I will say this, man. These mugs,
Yeah,
I'm definitely digging these mugs, man. It's
It's
getting me into the good spooky season.
yeah. It's a good size mug. It's a big mug.
Humongous. It's like
Big mug.
you can use it for so many things: coffee,
Mhm.
water,
Mhm.
whiskey, soup.
That'd be a good soup mug.
That'd be
yeah.
a good soup
It's a good
mug
soup
right
mug,
there,
yeah,
bro. I only eat soup
Out of this mug now, right?
out of these type of mugs. Like, I don't use bowls for soup
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
I haven't in a while.
Kind of dangerous.
Oh, I also got to give a shout out to Elliot in San Jose, California.
All right.
You got the trivia question right.
Oh,
It was Jason
San
Voorhees.
Jose in the house.
San Jose in the house. Jason Voorhees from the Friday the 13th first wore the legendary hockey mask in Friday the 13th Part 3. Good
Awesome.
stuff, man.
Awesome.
Whenever we have merch, I'm sending it your way, Elliot, okay?
One day,
One day.
he's just going to show up.
Just going to be at your doorstep.
Yeah.
DM me again for your address, and
Yeah.
I'll send it.
Just don't wait too long for it.
Yeah,
It'll just be there.
Don't hold your breath,
Yes, sir.
okay?
We don't need that. We don't need that lawsuit. Right. How was your weekend?
Slamming.
Yeah.
Slamming.
Slamming?
You know what? I actually watched a spooky movie.
What was that?
I watched Hellraiser, 1987.
Okay.
I've never seen it before. And, they dropped the Hellraiser on Hulu.
Yeah.
And you know me, I have to watch like the old before I watch the new.
Right.
So, yeah. It's supposed to be like a classic.
Yeah.
0 out of 10 stars.
Yeah.
0
haven't
buckets of
watched it.
popcorn.
I haven't watched it very many times, maybe once or so, and I don't remember a whole lot about it.
It's like me with Hocus Pocus, dude.
Yeah.
Just don't really remember it.
Yeah.
You're not missing much. But I'm gonna check out this new one that dropped.
Right.
Supposedly she's a Disney princess.
Oh. Okay.
That's what's going on the Twitterverse.
Twitterverse.
So
Yeah, I have seen mixed reviews about that one.
I'll report back.
Yeah.
Are you gonna check it out?
The original again?
Or the 19 others, or the one that came out like last weekend? Whatever.
I can give it the old college try.
You can try. That's what
Yeah.
I'm doing. This one was weird, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one in a long time.
It was just like weird.
Yeah.
Like there's good
So
horror.
it's a weird movie. I mean, I remember that.
There's good horror,
Yeah.
and then there's this.
Okay.
And like you have the title Hellraiser, and you think
Yeah.
one thing, and like the legendary Pinhead,
Yeah.
and you think one thing, but it's a totally different movie.
Okay.
Like you don't.
Yeah, I don't recall much of the movie.
It's just you
Yeah.
don't think you're going in. You're going in with like one expectation, and then you get something totally different.
little misleading title. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but
Okay.
also like the look and the feel of the blockbuster box. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're just going in. You're thinking, and you don't. It's just weird. I don't.
Yeah.
I just was not.
It happens sometimes, man.
92 minutes, and I'm just like Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. But you know what? It's spooky season. The whole thing I'm doing, man, is I'm watching classic horror films that I've never seen before.
Okay.
So just watch that. Gonna watch the new one, and I'm gonna add some more to my list and watch them as well. I do like how Amazon Prime, Netflix, even HBO, they have like Halloween scary cues
Yeah.
for the season that you can just kind of and go through. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Sweet.
Any spooky movies that you're looking forward to that you like kind of watch or that you've never seen before, maybe?
Not particularly. I like to just kind of stumble upon. I don't know if I go seek out anything. I like to just be looking and say, hey, let's check this weird one out.
Okay.
That's how I am currently.
Got you. A very good one that me and Carmen watch every spooky season.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, it just escaped me.
Mm-hmm.
It actually stars Bradley Cooper. The Midnight Meat Train.
I have heard of it.
Yeah, the Midnight Meat Train.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one that we watch every year. It's got Vinnie Jones and him.
One I do like that just kind of rolls around every once in a while is Pumpkinhead. Did you watch the movie Pumpkinhead?
I've never seen that.
Okay.
I'll add it to the list, though.
Add to the list. I think there's been like 17 of them after the first one.
See, that's the thing with Hellraiser. There's been like 17 of those.
Let's see. Let's see how many Pumpkinheads there are. So the original one's from 1988 with Lance Hendrickson.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's just a gory kind of.
Stan Winston, yeah. Say less.
Just another monster slasher movie. There you go.
Just fun.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But 1988. So good time. Good times back then.
Also, the best one, and I'll leave it here. I guess we can talk about this now, or we can talk about this during Christmas, but The Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Halloween movie or is it a Christmas movie?
I mean, the months back to back can be both. Roll. I'm sure everybody watches it all year long anyways.
Yes, my wife does.
Yeah.
Welcome to this week's episode of Movie in a Pod. I'm Clyde Smith.
And I'm Javier Villalobos.
On this week's episode, we are discussing the trailers for the Super Mario Bros. Movie, Violent Night, Episode 8 of She-Hulk, and our Movie of the Week, Amsterdam. All right, team, we got some new trailers coming at ya. Check it out on our YouTube page for our full reactions. The Koopas.
Tense.
King of the Koopas!
That was a sweet shot.
Yeah.
Open the gates!
Dude, this already looks good.
Oh, yeah. Least intimidating thing.
Dude, look at that firepower.
Oh.
Or snow power. Here comes the cannon. Here comes the cannon.
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield?
That's so cute.
I do not.
Come through.
I finally found
Destruction.
it. Now who's gonna stop me?
Good looking Mario, though.
Yeah. No ass at all.
None.
What is this?
It's all up front, that's why.
Yeah. Put it all in his nose.
Catch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Mushroom Kingdom Here we come.
Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Yeah.
That's the title. Look at that cast.
Fire. Oh.
Let's go here. All right. So we got a plumber named Mario travels through an underground labyrinth with his brother Luigi trying to save a captured princess. It's the feature film adaptation of the popular video game. JV.
Yeah.
30 years since the 1993 Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo, Dennis Hopper flick.
Yeah.
Talk to me, brother.
I've seen that one probably an embarrassing amount of times.
Yeah, same here.
Super creepy, but
Yeah, same here.
for some reason just want to watch it.
Yeah, if it's on, like, it's just
Yeah.
gonna get watched.
But we get hopefully we're getting a very good animated movie, which this trailer was awesome.
Yeah,
Everything looked really good. I mean, it seemed to be no shortcuts in the designing of the characters. Chris Pratt, he does like the Lego movies, right? Voiceovers. We'll see how that plays out. He doesn't have a heavy accent from the trailer, like the like the original Mario.
yeah. I think that's just being like politically correct,
Right.
where like he didn't want to do the over Italian,
Well, yeah, I mean,
New York type.
You're right, because if they really wanted that, they wouldn't have got Chris Pratt.
Exactly,
It would have been somebody who could have handled that very easily.
which you could have got any of my friends from Brooklyn.
There you go.
Who can do that?
But also, I mean, do you really want to watch a whole movie with like that high pitched kind of cartoon voice that he had? I know it's an accent, but it's a cartoon voice that came from the video game.
To me, okay, and I'm not gonna nerd out on you, but I'm going to.
Go ahead.
To me, Mario was always a plumber from Brooklyn, New York.
Yes.
Always.
Oh yeah.
So, like, he's an Italian American
Right.
from Brooklyn, and he's a plumber. So,
Yes.
like, he had, remember in Ghostbusters when they were drilling, and they were yelling at each other or whatever. That's what I think he sounds like.
Right.
Not the here we go. I can't even get
the
that
real
high.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like the real high end part is the cartoon
Yeah,
parody of that.
exactly. Let's not do that.
Exactly.
But-
I'm with that.
But give me, Frank the Pug from Men in Black. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
and
That's perfect.
And I'm here for it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, and then like Luigi, obviously he's in some trouble already.
All
running
the
away from
time.
there, dude.
Always
Like,
in trouble.
if you ever, this just takes me back, right? Because I played all of these games.
Right.
Luigi's Mansion or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You were running away from things most of the game, so it was just beautiful. Nah, man. This looks cool, man. This is I say this. This is a direct reaction to the success from Sonic and Sonic 2.
Yeah, I agree.
But I like this because it is animated. It takes place actually in like the Mushroom Kingdom, and we're going through exactly like the games.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. That's what I kind of wanted to see from Sonic, but we put him into the real world. That's fine. That's cool. Whatever.
I'm here for that too.
I'm here for that as
Yeah.
well. But I think this is actually going to be really cool if they keep up with the actual, at least the first game, like the fun.
Gotcha.
You got to hit some fun points from that first game.
Right.
Maybe the second game as well. Maybe the best one, which is Super Mario World with Yoshi. I'm just here for it, man, and it's gonna be fun. And it's gonna be a bunch of kids in the theater and us.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, probably gonna be a good mix. I think.
yeah,
We go on the early Sunday, so that's probably where all the old people go anyway.
love it. Love
Yeah.
being in the old people crowd. Good cast though, man. We got Chris Pratt as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser. This dude that I hate so much, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. We got Donkey Kong making an appearance, right?
About that.
So just a great
I mean,
cast
part
of
of the
characters
world.
here. Yeah.
Donkey Kong and Mario, they partners. I ain't partners, but
Awesome team. We're gonna post this on our socials. What do you think? What are your reaction to the Super Mario Bros. Movie? Talk to us.
You ain't driving, are you?
I steer a little, but the ranger do most of the work.
This is my 4th year as a Santa. How about you?
I started the whole damn thing.
Such a steer.
Universal. Let's go.
We decided that you could have one gift.
Early.
What is it?
That is a direct hotline to Santa Claus himself.
I can talk to Santa.
All right, revelers. Welcome to your worst Christmas ever.
Liquid Jumbo.
This takes a quick turn. Doesn't it?
Wow.
Oh boy.
You have $300 million in your personal vault. That's
heist
what
movie.
I want for Christmas.
He's just being Santa.
I don't want any trouble, okay? Something's gonna scooch up that chimney.
Oh no. Don't be something like that.
Come on, dude.
Who is he? Because it's not your typical mall Santa.
Santa, are you there? Daddy said you were very busy tonight.
Wow.
My name's Trudy Lightstone. Are you gonna help us, Santa?
Yeah, Trudy.
Santa?
You're on my nice list. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah, he's ready.
Oh,
He's ready
man.
for war.
Damn.
Oh gosh.
Who the hell are you?
Boss, what if he really is the real?
No such thing as Santa.
What is happening here?
They're all on my naughty list. Naughty. That's naughty!
And what do you do to the naughty ones?
I give him a lump of coal.
Where is it?
I gotta watch.
I believe in you, Santa.
David Harbour.
Come on. Which one of you did that? Clan, sir? So unprofessional.
Kicking off the holiday season with Violent Night. When a group of mercenaries attack the estate of a wealthy family, Santa Claus must step in to save the day and Christmas. All right.
Yeah, that was a lot going on there.
So, like, I will say this, man. David Harbour, he's gonna do some like A- type movies, like
Yeah.
B movies. I will say Hellboy, but you know what? I was here for it and I actually enjoyed it. Violent Night, same exact thing, man. This is
Hellboy. That was Ron Perlman.
he did the remake.
I never
that
watched
came
the
out like in
remake.
like
Maybe that's why.
2019. Yeah, he did that,
Oh.
and it wasn't as good as the Ron Perlman ones, but
Okay.
yeah, he was Hellboy a few years ago.
I did not catch that one. So
But then we have him in this movie, Violent Night, as Santa Claus, and it looks like Santa Claus is just like tired of being Santa Claus, just goes through the motion.
he's been doing it for a while, man.
What else is he gonna do? You know,
can't just retire, can he? Well, that's
just retire. This is not the Santa Claus, right? Can't just give up, Tim Allen.
he's got another Santa Claus movie coming
He
out.
has a whole series
Yeah,
coming out on Disney
yeah.
Plus
Oh yeah.
with Elizabeth Mitchell. Man, love her. This is Santa whooping ass, man.
Well, let me ask you this question: what's your thoughts on these type of movies, like taking Santa's, Easter bunnies, Winnie the Pooh, and making horror, like not necessarily horror movies, but this kind of movie?
I don't mind them.
Okay.
I like.
I like.
Look,
I'm a fan.
for like me, the more the better.
Right.
Give me more cinema. Give me more of these movies. Give me more of these type of creators. Like, take like John Wick for example. John Wick should have not had has not had the popularity that it has had, but it was like it caught this niche. Yeah. And it was like very beautiful and poignant, and it's a man taking revenge because of his dog that was died. Like, that's basically what all these movies are. Yeah. Right? And some stick, like Taken and John Wick, and some do not. But I'm here for it, though. I'm going to watch it. I don't think we're going to get a Violent Night 2.
You never know, man.
You know what I mean? But, like, enough people in San Jose, like Elliot, listen to the pod, and we all go to the theater. Like, we can make it happen, right?
Make it happen.
Right? So, yeah. I'm definitely gonna be in the theaters to watch this. I will say that. Yeah, I do like obscure Christmas movies as well.
My thing, I love it.
I love. We did a movie we talked about like I was around Christmas time before. I forgot what it was, but like if it's a weird movie around Christmas time, I'm here for it.
Yeah. I think that was that Enemy of the State.
Enemy of the State. But like there's Enemy of the State. There's the other guys.
We had Hawkeye was kind of around Christmas.
Hawkeye was around Christmas.
Yeah.
Any Shane Black movie, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Iron Man 3.
Love Christmas movie.
I just Lethal Weapon. Like you can't.
Oh no, we can get comments for that.
You know what I mean? Like Die Hard. It's just so good. They're like, give me more of that. I just like movies set around Christmas time. Man. It's just fun.
Definitely.
So, Silent Night. I'm here for it. Yep. I'm in the theater for it as well, dude.
Let's go.
That's one.
Let's make it happen.
Front row. Well, I'm gonna be in E.
Yeah. The best front row.
Yes, the best front row. Right before the rail.
Yeah.
So nobody can be like really in front of us. You know what I mean? Right. So
good deal.
All right, guys. We'll throw Violent Night on our socials. Let us know your thoughts. All right, man. So we got one episode left, but let's talk about 8.
Let's do it.
Ribbit and Rip It. She-Hulk represents Leapfrog, who was injured due to a malfunction in his custom-made supersuit.
Yes.
So instead of, them duking it out, fighting it out, once again, I love it. We're going to court.
Yeah. Yeah, he's trying to sue the manufacturer, right?
Exactly.
The creator. We get to meet, but see Luke Jacobson again.
Yeah.
Which is fun. I think he's like really the only kind of guest that's repeated an episode so far, I feel like.
Yeah. Wong has been there, but like, Wong is different.
Wong's top
Hulk
tier
is
right
different.
now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're doing their own. They got their own thing going on.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
But Luke kind of stepped in and then stepped out, stepped right back in.
Awesome. And we have finally, because he's been in the trailer and he's been in every promotional episode for She-Hulk Attorney at Law, we finally have Matt Murdock. Charlie Cox is back.
Makes sense.
This is the second time that we've seen him in the MCU post Daredevil Season 3. We saw him in No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home. And now we're seeing him in She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Talk to me, brother. What do you think about this episode?
We got to see him suited up this time, at least.
Suited and booted, baby. Let's go.
But I also like that he's like not known because he's not in Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
So he's just like there for whatever reason. He's whatever he's doing with Luke Jacobson, and everybody's like, we don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Or even She-Hulk's like. He's like, I'm the Daredevil. He's like, okay, cool.
Cool, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, good for you, guy.
I also like that she's finally suited up.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yep.
That suit was pretty badass. And like it stretches and like conforms to like whoever she's, Jennifer or She-Hulk, so that definitely works there.
Oh
yeah. Here's the thing that's been going on the interwebs.
Okay.
People don't like it that there was levity in this episode for Daredevil.
He's not the same Daredevil. He's not supposed to be, I don't think.
continuity he is. So the events of Daredevil, the Netflix show, is like his backstory. Same person.
What about a show coming up, Reborn?
It's like season 4.
I don't think that's accurate.
Very
I
accurate.
think that's accurate.
So you're saying we're going to take this into a different direction?
No, not well. It's not supposed to be a season 4. It's supposed to be another thing on its own.
So are you saying that it's not Daredevil?
At least the information I read.
If
it might be wrong.
So those 3 amazing
we're assuming
Netflix.
things. We're
So
assuming
we're about to have our first fight on camera. Are you telling me the first 3 seasons of Daredevil will not, like, none of that has taken place in this continuity?
I can't say that hasn't taken place. Just saying, I don't think it's a continuation.
It's gonna piss me like no, like that's the same Matt Murdock. Like him and Foggy and and like the events that have happened. Like he has lived that. He's not going to continue that, but like he has at least lived.
I got what you're saying.
And like remembers that
it's
this
a
Daredevil.
thing. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Yes,
I got you. We're maybe on 2 sides of the same line for that. Talking through that.
I hope. But like
or we're saying the same exact thing, just in 2 weird different ways.
I think so. So we're not gonna fight, guys. But people are like dragging him, saying like, "Yo, man, he can't show all this levity and stuff like that."
And he was a different person. That was something I wrote down. Was like he's kind of lighthearted a little bit.
But like he's not going through shit right now.
Yeah, he's like on vacation.
He's not going through shit right now, you know what I mean? And then like not everybody has to be dark and brooding at all times.
Right.
There is levity, there's seriousness in the comics, there's levity in the comics from Daredevil. Daredevil is actually like wisecracking at times in the comics, you know what I mean? He's not always just like dark and brooding and shit like that. So guys, give it a break.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, and I think, like I said, I think we were kind of saying the same thing. So his life is his life.
Yeah. And it ebbs and flows.
But it's not going to be like, I guess, a continuation of that story. It's going to be a different story for his new show.
It's going to be in the future.
Yes.
A lot of time has passed.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that stuff has happened, but it's not like going to pick up a day after season 3 ended.
Gotcha.
It's going to be the blip happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He represented Spider-Man. He went to L.A. and got him some She-Hulk action. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like a lot of stuff. Yeah, he did. So a lot of stuff has happened. And by the time that we get to Daredevil Reborn, right?
Right.
All that time in like real time has passed. So like the events that happened back at the end of, what was that, 17, 18, the end of season 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever that was, right? We're now going to be like in 2023. So all that time has passed. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. So we're saying the same shit, just a little different.
Exactly. Like he's just gone through some shit and like maybe man learned how to smile.
Cool. I don't have to throw this drink in your face.
I am glad. So glad there.
There's a lot of equipment.
So Daredevil and She-Hulk fight, and they both get kind of the best of each other, man. Like she is a superpower, like kind of hulking, but he is just acrobatic, and I like seeing it, man. It's just fun to watch.
Yeah, she definitely shows that she's not trained well.
Not at all.
She's got the strength, and that's all she's using.
Yeah.
And he can get around all that. He's good at that.
She's also a lawyer and didn't study Krav Maga. You know what I mean?
So. Yeah, like she's like, so you're not blind? That's really messed up. He's like, it's the whole thing. I ain't trying to talk about that. Yeah, this was a little bit like off of an episode from what we've been seeing, I feel like. the seeing Daredevil and all that as part of the storyline was awesome, but the story with the frog guy and all that was kind of, I think that was kind of the lamer of all the episodes that's happened.
I think it was a means to an end. Like I think it was like a means just to kind of get us to where we're going, right?
Right.
She needed to go ahead and get her dress for the gala for that end scene, but you know, you also needed to do like a lawyer scene, so why not bring in Matt Murdock, right? And what can you really do to kind of get Jacobson and Murdock kind of in the same court, like, you know, all that stuff, right? Like, why bring Matt in? So, like, it made sense.
Oh yeah, it made sense.
The leapfrog guy was just like, all right, we got another dumb rich kid who just is doing dumb stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
kind of remind you of a richer Kick-Ass. You know what I mean? Like a Kick-Ass with money, actually. Like, you're doing this shit. You don't need to do this, man. There's actually people who can do this for you, but you're like an asshole about it. So,
yep.
But let's talk about this ending, man. So we're at this lawyer gala type thing, right? She gets like lawyer of the year, and then she finds out every woman lawyer got lawyer of the year in LA is what it looks like here. But the guys who've been after her finally exposed her, man.
Right.
Wild.
Yeah, well, it's messed up because they exposed her as Jin, though.
Yeah,
like it wasn't She-Hulk they were exposing; it was Jin, which was done pretty dirty by your boy.
Oh, just dirty, man.
She got angry. We finally see the Hulk come out.
Yeah.
The Hulk shows herself through Jin, and now she is going to be imprisoned. We were at one episode left, so a lot of things have got to happen in this last episode.
Yeah. A lot of things have to happen. She did look cool in that purple and white, though.
Yeah, dope.
That was pretty badass. Guys, are you still interested in She-Hulk? Are you excited for the last episode? Talk to us. Really excited about it. All right, brother. Ready to jump into our movie of the week?
Yeah, man. Let's handle it.
All right, guys. This week, we have Amsterdam. Dropped in theaters October 7th. Other movies that dropped in this year include a lot of them. Actually, go see them all.
Yes.
Go support the cinema. Go support the movie theaters in your community. Go support art. Go support the people who worked very hard to bring you amazing stories. Guys, Amsterdam was written and directed by David O. Russell.
We had a budget of $80 million. So far, box office brought in $10 million.
Cha-ching.
Starting this one, we have Christian Bale as Bert Berenson, Margot Robbie as Valerie Voss, John David Washington as Harold Woodsman. So those are our three mains. I'll go through the rest of the cast, but I'm not going to say every character they play.
Because it's a fire cast. Such a good cast, dude.
We had Chris Rock, Anya Taylor-Joy, Zoe Saldana, Mike Myers, Michael Shannon, Timothy Olyphant, Andrea Riseborough, Taylor Swift, Rami Malek, Robert De Niro, Ed Begley, even though he didn't really move, and another handful of people that played a lot of the backup characters. But fire cast.
Yeah, just a great cast of characters, man. All right, brother. So like you so eloquently do, man, go ahead and bring us in. What's this movie about?
15 years after three friends spend some time in Amsterdam after World War I, they get caught up in a murder investigation that leads them to some of the heaviest hitters in the corporate world.
Damn right. All right, dude, let's start at the top here. We got Christian Bale as Bert Berenson, a doctor and a war veteran. I feel like Christian Bale can just do anything.
So good.
Like,
so good.
He can play any character.
He can be
anybody.
Character. He can be any character. Let's say it that way.
I mean, dude was like an amazing Bruce Wayne,
Right.
right? He was a psychopath in American Psycho.
Yes.
He was this like day trader in a movie. I can't remember the name of it, but you know, so he just weaves in and outs of these movies, man.
Yes.
American Hustle. He was like this fat. He played Dick Cheney in a movie in Veep, man. And here we have him here.
Yeah.
He's very thin and skinny. He's kind of got a limp. He has a glass eye.
And we just saw him getting off of Gore, off of Love and Thunder.
Exactly.
So he's been working pretty hard, man. But so just amazing guy.
Just the best. Just the best at it, man. It kind of throws his whole body, face, everything in it, man. So Burt Berenson, man, he's a doctor and a war veteran. He comes back from war. He doesn't want to go to war at first.
No.
But comes back from war with a bunch of scars, back brace and everything, glass eye.
He was just going to get some medals.
That's
right?
it, right?
That's all he wanted to do is get some medals.
I love he kept saying that too. Like my wife and her family, sent me out the war.
Yeah. Get some medals.
Come back. You'll be so respected when you get back and everything. So, but he gets in and he gets banged up really, really bad, man.
Yeah.
But in that time frame, he meets his now best friend, John David Washington's character, Harold, and Valerie Vos, and they kind of become really tight. But when he returns from war and from Amsterdam, he goes back to New York, man. And he has a real North Star.
Mm-hmm.
This North Star, man, like he wants to help out veterans.
Yes.
Right? And that's like really appreciative because nobody wants to help out veterans.
Right.
Like the VA does a hard job of helping out veterans, right? And they talk about it in this movie. Like they go to the Capitol and veterans get pushed out of DC, man.
Yeah.
So he has a heart for helping out veterans with like scars and healing and stuff like that, and just keep them up with his wild medicines.
Yeah, it's very experimental stuff, which he tries too, though. He makes sure they work.
I feel like
kinda.
I feel like there's probably a lot of hallucinogenics that were kind of taking place.
Oh yeah, and he was fine with those.
He doesn't drink though.
No.
I love that. Right, he does all this crazy stuff. Not a sip, not a drop though.
Wow.
All right. We also have Margot Robbie as Valerie Vos, a nurse. This is the nurse that Harold and Bert meet in France after the war, and she basically bandages and stitches them up. Yep. And that's how they become tight. And then they all go to Amsterdam and live there for a very, very, very long time until Bert decides to leave. Yeah. And kind of the tripod kind of breaks up there.
Yeah, I mean, imagine just being gone. Like, you're already gone from war. Now you're recovering from your war wounds, and you're just somewhere else.
Well, that's the thing, man. A lot of those guys didn't come back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was, like it makes a big point of there was no reason for them to come back.
Why?
Yeah.
Right? Especially, like, if you are... especially if you are a man of color, right? We'll talk about Harold's character in a little bit, but like you were not respected back in the States, right?
You weren't respected in the war either.
You weren't respected in the war, dude. Go somewhere and go to Amsterdam where like it's just California love, you know what I mean, and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
No, but Margot Robbie's character is really cool, man. She is eccentric.
Yes.
She's artsy. She's fun. She's loving. And you know what? The cool thing is, like, or even though like her and Harold were a thing, when they were together, she was just one of the guys.
Yeah.
Right. And like it's kind of when you have a couple and then one other person, the other person kind of seems like left out and stuff like that. But like she brought them in. She brought him in, and Bert was a part of the group, and it never was like just me and Harold time, man. She was like one of the guys. It looks like they just had fun together.
Yep.
Really liked her character here, man. All right. Harold Woodsman. John David Washington's character, a lawyer and a war veteran. Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, he really paints the picture of the hardship in this movie. because we first meet him at the war.
Yeah.
When Bert meets him, and they're basically like, we're tired of this mess. We're tired of being treated bad. We need somebody who's going to take care of us. And that's where their friendship starts.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They hug it out and
create a pact and everything.
Yep. Yeah, they create a pact. That's where we see Chris Rock and everybody there too. But yeah, through the movie, he really is that billboard for the racism that was shown.
Yeah.
But he also shows that he can do whatever he wants to do as well. He becomes a lawyer. He survives the war and ends up back, and is working hard just as a lawyer and getting things done.
Yeah, man, I like him as well because his passion is also veterans affairs.
Yes,
right, is what these two gentlemen really are about. And he's back in New York working with Bert.
Yeah.
And helping veterans kind of get afloat, get on their feet. Any kind of financial troubles that they have, or any kind of legal troubles that they have, they are there to assist, man. So I really appreciated that.
Yeah, so Harold also can throw some hands too.
Oh, hey, maker.
Hands, yeah.
Mollywop that dude, man. Bye-ow. Yeah. I love how Bert just got like socked.
Yeah.
And Harold was just like, nope.
Yeah.
All right,
So
here.
good.
But no, I think a part of like the three, I'm going to call them the tripod.
Yes.
He was more of the straight man and kind of had the direction and knew where to go, knew what to do, had the inclination to move to the next step. And Bert, he was, and it's different for Christian Bale, because Christian Bale typically is not a funny person.
Yeah.
But he was more of the comedy.
It was so good. It was so fun.
Yeah, but it was not like your typical like comedy. It came out of like pain. It came out of anger. It came out of like his wife not really loving him because she's like, because her family controls everything. It comes out of a lot of different emotions.
Yeah.
That's what I really liked, man. But then you had John David Washington, who was like that straight man.
Yep.
Like, hey, we got to do this here. But no, them three as the tripod, man, this is a really cool three prominent stars to lead us into this crazy movie. All right, here. Got a few more. The movie centers around Bale, Roby, and Washington. Yep. We have Chris Rock as Milton King, a funeral employee, but also, I don't know if he's a funeral employee or it seems like he worked with the two men, because he's also a war veteran, because he was in the war with them. That's where we met him at. Yeah,
he might be kind of in between both things, maybe. I'm not real sure. They didn't really place him.
They didn't really place him. I do know that he's a war veteran. He works with these gentlemen, and his character is awesome. Small role, but he's just like, yo, we should not be dealing with this white man. In a pine box, right?
Not even in a coffin with no lid. A box with no lid.
This is a bad idea. Something bad is going to happen to this. And something bad does happen to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, his character was, like Chris Rock does, man, comedy relief here, but just fun. Anya Taylor-Joy as Libby Vose, Valerie's sister-in-law. Anya Taylor-Joy is just coming up as like a fantastic actor, man. She's awesome. And as Libby Vose, she was interesting. She was the New York socialite. Well, actually, they were living in Jersey, right? Because they had to go to Jersey to the Vose estate or whatever. But she's like the socialite, really rich, humongous house, dresses well, has all the pearls and necklaces and everything. Right. But she has this humongous crush on Robert De Niro's character, right?
Who doesn't?
But you kind of see why, though, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit.
It was a means to, and
it was a means to, it was a means to. It was like a purpose behind it, man. But I did notice that, guys. We just saw this movie yesterday, so if we're saying some things incorrect, it's still kind of fresh in our mind. So we're also starting learning about it as we're talking about it as well. So bear with us. In a very small role, I guess, because she was, finishing up Avatar 19. Zoe Saldana as Irma St. Clair. Claire. There's no E at the end. Whatever. She is in the movie, and what does she do? Totally forgot.
She was the mortician.
The mortician, right, where she goes through the body and finds out that there was poison in chemicals in his stomach that's normally not there.
Yeah.
Dude was slowly poisoned.
Yes.
Probably one of my favorite characters in the movie here, Mike Myers as Paul Canterbury.
Dude, God. I haven't seen him in a minute, man, and I was so excited when I saw him on screen.
The UK MI6 spy, or was he a spy? Was he not a spy? You don't really know at first. Is he a bird watcher? What is he doing, right?
He wasn't a watcher. He had a mounted in his days. He had the last two. That's what it was. He's like, these birds here are extinct. We got the last two.
like you got him off a shelf or something. Like he was in Walmart and he got him off the shelf, man.
I love Mike Myers.
Mike Myers, he's just great, man.
So
he's just fantastic there. Michael Shannon as Henry Norcross, a U.S. Naval Intelligence, and you know anything about Michael Shannon. Mike Myers, he comes with that comedy. Shannon comes with like that straight man, and that's exactly what they were. They were two spies, is what they were. Timothy Olyphant, like I said, guys, fire cast. Timothy Olyphant as Tarim Milfax is a murderer hitman. Andrea Riseborough as Beatrice Vanderhoeve, who is married to Bert, but doesn't take his name.
Right.
And also loves him and hates him at the same exact time.
Yeah, creepy love. Creepy love, hate thing.
It's like, yo, you have status right now. I want to be with you. You don't have status right now. I don't want to be with you. I hate seeing shit like that, man.
Yeah, and it was like, the one scene where, like, right after they get the pocketbook from Taylor Swift's character, where she's like looking at his scars and stuff.
Yeah,
so creepy.
Calling him like grotesque and everything.
Yeah, and she was like having a good time. Like,
yeah,
it was just. I didn't like that scene at all.
You are just an evil woman.
Yeah. Basically.
Taylor Swift as Elizabeth Meekins.
Swift?
Taylor Swift's in the movie. And you know what? For the little bit that she's in this movie, like, and she played somebody who was like an hysterical daughter.
Yeah. Distressed.
Distressed. She pulled it off, man.
She did a good job.
Damn good job. All right. We got Rami Malek as Tom Vose, Valerie's brother and Libby's husband. What to not say about Rami Malek, man? He's just top of his game. Okay. And he was great as Tom Vose. Really believable, really I guess you can pull a girl like Anya Taylor-Joy's character.
He's got such a great voice when he's speaking.
Yeah.
He can play a character like this that's high class kind of thing, trying to be I don't know, trying to be above everybody in the room, and he's got a voice that can really pull that off.
And we got Robert De Niro as Gil Dillenbeck, a Army veteran based on Smedley Butler. Yeah, man. Like I said, just a fire cast. We have, Ed Begley Jr. as Bill Meekins, but once again, he was in the pine box most of the time. We did see him in one or two flashbacks.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But just a fire cast, man, and it's just a crazy, bendy, wild ride getting to this plot here, man. I love it. I do want to talk briefly, man. This is a beautiful movie. This is the very definition of filmmaking, scenes woven together beautifully, that tells a story to share humor, romance, fear, hate, and love. And you get all these emotions in this movie through every heartbeat, man. I really enjoyed that there.
And they all show it.
Oh,
they all show all the emotions.
The music also was very poignant and enchanting. Every beat worked, including this quirky music at the cheesy times. But those cheesy lines worked man. Like when she kind of was showing like signs of her vertigo, and she fell down the stairs of Dylan Beck's house. You know what I mean? So, and like she got back up, and was like, "I'm cool, hold me" or whatever. Like they were cheesy, and like, did you have to do it one more time? But it worked though, man. It just showed a lot of character depth and how comfortable she still was 15 years after seeing these guys. So I appreciated it. Even Chris Rock, he always went back. Milton King always went back to like, yo, us black people, we shouldn't be doing this, man. You know what I mean? Why are we doing this? That was kind of like his heartbeat of the movie. And those are the cheesy times, but like it just worked for me.
Yep.
All right, man. If you have nothing else, brother, I do have a theme here.
Let's go.
Kind of been ripping this together all day. The story is about love. The love one person has for their friends, the love one person has for their family, the love one person has for their country, and their countrymen. Bale, Roby, and Washington's characters have a love for each other as three best friends. But they also, you can tell that Bale has love for his wife, even though she doesn't love him. Roby has love for her family. That's why she returned and everything. But she still loves Harold, and Harold's the same exact way, man. He loves his country. He has not found love through anybody but Valerie. So it's all there, man. And even Taylor Swift's character, her love for her father.
Yeah.
Myers and Shannon, their love for their countries and basically just trying to protect. I did appreciate that. But even like the Voses, man, their love for what they wanted.
Yeah.
In the end, where they would do everything in their power to
complete their plan.
Yeah. Right. And
for a better country is what they were, that's
looking
what their plan was. Their hypothesis or whatever
exactly.
you want to say was if we do this, it'll be a better country.
And I will say this, man, this is a timely movie. This is very poignant in today's society. Once again, not getting political or anything, but this does tell an interesting story of what has recently occurred with certain events in America here. So it's a very timely movie here, man. Even Robert De Niro's character, Gil Dillenbeck, man, his love of country, right?
Yeah.
Him saying, I could get these millions of dollars. I could, be on the estate of this winery or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, I love my country, and I don't appreciate what you assholes are trying to do.
Yep.
Yeah, man, this is just a labor of love from everybody involved, and what they will, their love for what and what they will do to obtain it. I think what this movie is about, man, is what David O. Russell was trying to say.
Good deal, man. That was fantastic.
All right, guys, so that's our quick conversation about Amsterdam. JV, it's still fresh in our minds here.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts and ratings, sir?
This is going to get 4 out of $5 popcorn for me.
Oh, yeah.
I'll keep it short here. This cast is great. Christian Bale is just amazing.
Yeah.
His characters in all his movies are awesome. And the movie for me, it was real serious and also fun.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what they were doing as this tripod, they were having fun. Even dealing with the big issues of it, they were still joking with each other and still enjoying each other's company.
Yep.
So 4 out of $5 for me. How about you, man?
Yeah, man, I'm right there with you, brother. 4 buckets of popcorn. This is a movie that I want to watch again.
Yes.
And that I definitely will see again. It just has great comedy from a great cast here. And you just feel, especially the top build, Bale, Roby, and Washington, you just feel their love and their friendship for each other. And like, you know, I don't know about you, JV, but it kind of had me thinking of like when we were younger.
Yeah.
And, you know, like our tight group of friends or whatever who like we would do anything and hang out with and just have a blast with. And we can just laugh and bullshit for like nothing. I mean, me and you still do that every day.
Right now.
But right now. But, you know, just having those times in our young 20s and everything, man, that was just kind of brought me back. And, yeah, I'm not going to say brought a tear to my eye. I cried like a little bitch. I'm sorry. I'm joking, guys. No, but definitely had me thoughts, man. So this was just a good movie, man. Tells a fantastic story. And the best part about it is, like, they fall ass backwards into this plot to overthrow America. Just ass backwards.
That's it.
And, like, and save the day. So, heroes. All right, team. Thank you for subscribing to this week's episode, talking through Amsterdam. Next week, we'll be discussing the David Gordon Green finale of Halloween Ends.
That's showing in a theater near you.
I'm Clyde Smith. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as I am Clyde D. Smith.
I'm Javier Villalobos. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. J8200.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.